Well, happy Friday, everybody. Can you believe we've made it to the end of week 3? We're still working in our Things Happen in Threes for our August journal. If you're watching on YouTube, don't forget to hit subscribe and notifications. If you're in Facebook, in Patty's War Room, don't forget to hit love, like, and share. And Instagram, same thing in Patty's War Room. Make sure that you're hitting like, love, and share. We want to share this out, guys. The September book is in Amazon.com. Hopefully it'll be fully available later today or by early tomorrow morning. Just waiting for it to finalize printing. The link will be available at the bottom and in the description in the YouTube channel as soon as. So hopefully by the end of today. So as always, here we go. So one of the 3 things that's so important about God, and again, another wonderful thing about the threes of God, is we know that he's part of a Trinity, Father, Son, and Holy Spirit. But even within the Trinity, there are 3. We have the Creator, the Redeemer, and the Sustainer. Now, again, the teacher in me, of course. But the Creator, we know, is the person or the being, God, that brings something into existence. The Redeemer part of him is the person that brings something or wins something back. He gets us back. When we choose him, he redeems us. And that's the wonderful part about being redeemed by God. And the Sustainer is the one who upholds us or maintains us. And that's the Sustainer part of God. And it does take all 3 of him to work in us each day, each and every part of the day. And I love that about the Trinity, or the 3 parts of God. And I love to hold on to that part when I'm having a tough day. So for our Things Happen in Threes today, of course, as always, we want to start off by focusing on other people. And the people that we're going to be focusing in on this week or today, make sure you write down who they are and what you want to focus in on them. Everybody has somebody. And remember, the way to lift the burden off ourselves so we're not focusing on ourselves is to focus on others. So make sure you reach out to 3 people, whether it's by text or email or a phone call today, or stop by to see them. Let them know you're thinking about them. Let them know that someone else is praying for them and working with them. And, maybe it's a quick meal, or pay for somebody's meal that you see, or buy somebody coffee today or something. Let them know you're thinking about them and want to help lift their burdens. Because sometimes when you get to know somebody, your burdens aren't so bad. Okay? Now, the second part of Things Happen in Threes is we want to build our bond with God. We want to build our relationship. And one of the ways that we can build and get a closer relationship with the Lord is by getting to know his word better. And we can do that by reading his word, writing his word, and applying his word. So today's verse is Colossians 1:13 through 14. And that says, "For he has rescued us from the dominion of darkness and brought us into the kingdom of the sons he loves, in whom we have redemption, the forgiveness of sins." So now that we have read it, now we can go over here and we can write it. Now you can either write the verse word for word, or you can paraphrase it, whichever is better for you. But you want to make sure you're writing his word. That helps us to remember it better and helps us to hold it in our heart better. And then down here, apply what that verse means to you. How does that mean? What does it mean to you today? Remember, sometimes we can read a verse and it's just a verse. It doesn't have true meaning for us yet. And sometimes we can read a verse and it's like, even though we've read it a million times, suddenly there's something about that verse that triggers something new to us, or a new part to us. And what was that brought newness to that verse to us today? How does it inspire you today? Write it down. Don't forget it. It's important. You'll want to remember how it was new to you today. And then, of course, through the month of August in our notes, what we're doing this month is we're just asking God a question. Now, we don't want to be silly about it. We don't want to say, why is the grass green today? But ask him a question about what's going on in your life, you know? Ask him. Now, he might give you an answer that you'll have and you can write down the answer he gives you. But he might not. He might just want to use this time just for you to start asking him, start talking to him. Use this time just to start asking him things. It's okay to ask God stuff. He wants you to build that relationship. Whenever you meet a new person, you want to ask them stuff to get closer to them. Ask God stuff. Start doing that in the month of August. Let's start building that bond with God. All right, guys. Well, it's Friday. Hopefully you guys have a great weekend, and I will talk to you next week. You guys have a terrific day. Bye-bye.